Hanover Square Press and HarlequinAudio present The Dead Come to Stay by Brandy Schillace, performed by Imogen Church. Chapter 1. The man on the doorstep of Joe's cottage dripped rainwater. It trickled from wet-plastered hair to overcoat gun flap and onto the overnight bag clutched under one arm. Joe had remembered to say hello, but that didn't stop him staring at her, all wide-eyed and open-mouthed. He reminded her of a dishevelled pigeon after colliding with a window pane. "Mr. Ronan Foley?" Joe asked, stepping back to give him entry room.
Yes.
He shuffled onto the flagstone cottage entry.
I thought keys would be in a lockbox.
Joe had practiced every opening line, but not this one. She blinked twice. "I have the keys for you. It's for an attic ensuite in my house."
You live here?
The way he looked around himself wasn't entirely complimentary. Joe chose the high road. "Don't worry, you'll have total privacy," she insisted. That was the point of going through all that trouble of installing a full bath on the second level, including hoisting a freestanding tub through the attic casements. Quite a feat when you're 5'4" and 115 pounds soaking wet.
Of course,
muttered Mr. Foley.
You meet all your guests in person?
Joe decided not to tell him he was her first guest, or that she'd locked her knees to keep from bouncing up and down with nervous energy. She also fought the urge to ask if he was Irish. Instead, she dangled the keys. "The door at the top of the stairs locks with the mini key," she said. "The brass ones are for the front door and deadbolt."
Thank you, Miss
Jones. Joe Jones. She smiled, probably a little too much. He had a broad face and smile lines, but he wasn't smiling now.
"Always ask if you can get them something,"
Tula had said when she informed her about her decision to rent the cottage.
"It's welcoming."
Wise words from the Red Lion innkeeper, and the one person Joe considered a truly close friend. She might have suggested what to offer. "I could get you something. I can cook. Well, I can warm things up. Actually, I can drive into town and get food, or maybe you're thirsty."
"Tea,"
the man said, and of course he would say tea. They were in Yorkshire. Yes, that I can do. And cookies. Oh, you don't call them cookies, but little shortbreads with the jam in the middle? Maybe it was the fact that Joe had forgotten to call them tea biscuits, or maybe it had to do with the fact she wasn't taking breaths between sentences, but the startled pigeon suddenly began to laugh. It worked a change in him, shaking all the stiffness out.
"Tea biscuits. You're American. You are, aren't you?"
"Yeah," was the best she could do, but now he smiled.
"Delighted,"
he said, shaking her hand.
"May I?"
He pointed up the stairwell, but Joe looked at his wet Macintosh. Obviously he needed to clean up, and she should, as they say, put the kettle on instead of jawing at him like an idiot. He hadn't actually waited for an answer, though, just gave the keys a jingle and disappeared up the stairs. This wasn't how she'd pictured her first experience as a host, and she'd run every possible scenario right down to the mise en scène. She'd try again when he came downstairs. Better make it a big plate of biscuits. Joe
Sample complete. Ready to continue?